Welcome to Upgrade. I'm your host, Frank the Tank, and today we're going to bring a shark ion robot. So I've been eyeing my out for this kind of system. I've been researching a couple of them, and I just pushed the button and bought it. I mean, Amazon's having some great sales right now as we speak right now. Now, this model's worth $400. You could get it for $260 right now. 200, $260, depends on where you buy it. I bought it because it has 2-in-1 units, so we're gonna take a look at it and we're gonna test it out, and then I'm gonna come back and tell you guys if it's even worth it. So let's go ahead and open it up first of all. So right now, of course, instructions are in here included, and nice little cover they give you. The piece of resistance. Let me get this sucker out of the way here first. These are, I'm not quite sure, but they look like they're magnetic. We're gonna have to find out what they are for. Another tubing system, another system here. This is pretty much some brushes, I guess, to clean it up or something. So nothing on the top, everything's on the bottom. We're gonna move this thing out of the way, and it seems like it's a big unit, of course, you know. And this is the part that I actually wanted to talk more about, and I'm gonna turn on some lights right now. So I'm gonna put this on the side. Extra brushes for the actual vacuum, and that's the vacuum itself. And in here, it's a big heavy box, but there's really nothing else. All right, here we go. So let's separate everything first of all. So this is the base unit, and this is where it actually retracts in there. If you guys can see it, it actually goes and it slides in there and it completely locks in. So it's not bad if you see it. This is pretty much where it resides, and also this is pretty much where the actual small vacuum charges, and it hooks up in here. Very simple. So they give you all these brushes, and they give you this magnetic strip. I think this is so the system could read it not to go certain areas. You can mark it, like, you know, block it out, but we're gonna read about it a little bit more. And of course they give you the handles. And let's take a look at the actual vacuum itself. So I'm gonna open it up, see what we got. Let's take a look at it in the back so you guys can see it. Brushes here, and these are for the actual brushes on the side of the brushes. That's what they are for, these side brushes. You can replace them with different brushes. Now this is supposed to go on a higher ground. We're gonna test it out if it actually could go to a little ramp. So right now this is pretty much so it's gonna spin, eat everything out, go in the trash in here, and it kind of, this is it actually looks for the magnet part of it. This is the metal part of it. Some extra side brushes here. So let's go ahead and set this up first. Can't wait to test it out in the house right now. So I do have 2 dogs, and they shed a lot of hair, man. They shed a lot of hair. So we're gonna put this in here. It's pretty much just lines it up, and that's it. Now this is to clean it out. Any hair that you have in there, you go unclog it just by pulling it out. There's a little cut. Clean them out, brushing them out. Very simple. Let's get the other one going. And these are 2 little brushes. They're like little antennas right now. And of course, you can always open it up through here to cleaning up any kind of cleaning solution. And there's the rubber, and this is made of rubber, and this brushes where it sucks in everything in here on the side. So let me put it back. And of course, this is kind of like simple to pull back because there's a square, and that's pretty much what it does. Easy rubber in here. Find the corners. I like that it's very simple to access this stuff. You can open this part. What is this? To order, to replace. Oh, this is where the actual battery, you can replace the battery inside. Snap inside, brushes before. Okay, we did that. Snap brushes before. We did that. So the battery's in here, the charging battery. If it runs out, you can always replace the battery. When to turn it around, this is simple. This is simple to pull out. A button here, push it out. And there is a filter in here. That's a filter. If you guys see the filter, nothing in there. You can replace this filter. There's a secondary filter in there, And that's pretty much it does, you know. Pinch here to lift. Okay, so you pinch here to lift. It says pinch here to lift. So pinch here. I guess I have to remove this first to lift. There we go. So I have to push it down. It's not bad. The basket itself is, there's not that much space, but you just gotta clean it up every day. I mean, and I'm gonna be doing this probably every hour with 2 dogs, you know. I'll do another follow-up review on it, see how well it works. This is a mesh right here that you have to replace, another part of the filter. So this is the first open box item in testing out of the equipment. I like that it has this wibble jump. Let's take out the plastic. First time taking out the plastic. This is an extra thing I wanted, just for extra stuff. And there you go. Off and on. There is a dish here. Slide it out. So I just figured out where it actually goes. So here, if you guys see it, there's a button in the front, and that's pretty much how you empty out any trash that you have in here. But this seems like there's a filter in here, and to slide it out, you just take it out here, and there's a filter, a small little tiny filter. It's like a petite filter. It's really tiny, but there it is. And if you guys can see it, it fits really tight in there, and that's to keep the whole unit clean. Of course, this is something that you must have clean all the time. Make sure that there's no particle in there. So you slide it in there. In order to take it off, you got to open this first, of course, and this is where the actual filter goes, and it goes this way, of course, and back in there. Lock it in, and let's see how well it works. Whoa, sucking power is good. All right, let's test it out with a couple of things. Let's see how powerful it is. I'm gonna see how well it works with this vacuum and see how strong it is. So I'm gonna turn it on, and I'm gonna come in there, and that's pretty much how it sucks it in there. And then I'm gonna open it up, and if you can see it, it did a proper job of it. It picked up, and these are pretty heavy. They're not that, they're aluminum, you know, but this is how big it could pick up, which I like, you know. Let me do another test. Not bad. This is gonna be handy. This is gonna be handy. I like this. Extra suction conditions. This is a attachment that goes in here. If you guys can see it, what do you call beak? That's pretty much it is. There's a smaller one in case you have dog hair or you got it stuck. You want to unstuck it. This is another connection you do. This has this kind of attracts hair, so this is for any, if you have clothing or something, you have some lint, this is pretty good too. Maybe on the go, you could clean yourself a little bit. You could clean yourself on it. It's not bad. The charging station's here. Let me find out exactly where I have to hide these things, so because I don't want to lose them. So hopefully the station. So this is pretty much how it lands in there. And these other attachments, there is no room for them, which I don't see space or any kind of for these to be holding in here, which kind of sucks, you know, because these are gonna get lost, of course. And when the system kind of is based out of the wall, this parks in here, but these items are gonna get lost. I mean, there's no station for them. I wish there was some sort of attachment. Maybe if I glue them somehow or put some sticky tabs in the back or something, that will help out. I do have what you call it, maybe the Velcro tape, and put them in the back so they won't get lost. I'll put them right here, but I'm gonna see if any, I'm gonna read the instructions first, make sure that I'm doing the right thing before I do that. So I'll come back right now and we'll do an inside testing out for the first time, see if it goes over the rails. I have hardwood floor, and I have also some tile in there in the kitchen. So all right, so let's continue on. So right now, before we're gonna even set it up, there's a side button here on one of the sides. Here it is, on and off button. You turn it on, all right? And right now it's not even charging. It will indicate when it's charging. It mostly hits the corner, but you have to turn it on first. What you do is you install the application, all right? And you have to make sure you have your Wi-Fi connected in there. It's not, it's gonna take a couple minutes to set up. We got the application. I'm gonna open it up. First time opening the application up. It's showing me a couple of little things. Oh, we confirm it's doing the thing. Get started. I turned it on. First time, turn on your using the side switch. Continue. Now let's find a good home for it. Try again. Let it dock. Starts docking. So the problem with this machine is that it can't go up the ramp at least. I mean, it was advertised that it was able to jump a couple of inches on a ramp, and that's not the case here. But so far, I'm going to demonstrate you guys what I'm talking about. So the machine itself hasn't been charged 100% yet, but this is the problem I'm running into. There's a little ramp there into my kitchen, and it's basically stuck there, and it's gonna find its way out eventually, but it takes some time, and it's balancing, and this is not even an inch, it's half an inch. You guys see it, to go to my kitchen, and it's gonna send me a text messages that if it gets stuck, it's gonna send me a message. But if you guys see it, it does get unstuck automatically. Here, it's stuck for a couple minutes in here. It's gonna find its way out. It just starts turning left and right, and then it'll get down. But it's trying to go up there. For some reason, the bumper hasn't hit. And if you guys can see it, I think I have to put that tape somewhere in there to block out a couple of things. And I am gonna get a text message if it doesn't get off of it. But eventually it does. Crazy thing that it finally got up here by itself without me guiding it. And now it's gonna go through the obstacle course here, of course. You guys see it, it finally jumped on it. I was very surprised that it actually went up here. So it's finding its way around the whole kitchen now, which I like. And it goes through the bottom, the crannies, some places where the broom cannot reach, which I like. Those two sweepers are, I think I would upgrade to 3 maybe, so I'm going to buy another one. So here it comes docking. It's going to dock automatically. You hear it. The dog just ran across right now, and there's a docking station, so it's going to go to its base and start charging. And we're also going to review how much trash it has. So, and that's it. It starts charging. If you guys see it, of course, dog's scared of it. There's a push button here. Take out the trash. I don't know. This is a lot within a couple minutes. Oh, unbelievable. That is crazy. Crazy amount of dirt. And this is 2 dogs I have, so expect this all the time, and a lot of dirt. Dust, of course. So the vacuum is working. So far, so good. I mean, it says that the system, in order to map the whole room, it's going to take 10 tries. It has to circulate through the whole house in order for the system to recognize your floor plan. Later down the line, you could program it by itself, or you could put that strip, the magnetic strip it came with, where you don't want it to go certain areas. That would prevent it from going that area. Now, right now, currently, it is running the whole house, so I can map it out and get a better understanding of where with this machine we could block certain areas in case we move some furniture around. Right now, I scheduled it every morning from start to 10 a.m. and on. I've been training it while I'm here with the dogs because certain people have certain bad things that happen to their machine with the dogs. Either they broke them or something. So unfortunately, my dog is afraid of it. So it's good for me that the machine is working well. And if you notice, he's out there barking right now. He doesn't want to come in here because he's afraid of it. So when I'm running it, he's going to go out there and bark all his mouth out, you know. So right now it's working well. It's cleaning up. In a couple of minutes, it grabbed a lot of dog hair that I thought I just swept the whole room, and it grabbed a lot of hair by itself. So I like it. I do approve it. If you guys need one, it's a perfect time to buy one right now at Amazon. So take a look at it. If you guys like what you guys see, make sure you guys subscribe. I'm your host, Frank the Tank, out.